Last time on Tales of Arise.
Don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking maybe meat.
Get him, Hoodle.
Uh-oh. And now back to Screw You Copyright. How's it going, everyone? My name's Dakota. Welcome back to the Let's Play Tales of Arise. This may be a more, shall we say, exhausted version of me right now. Don't know the details right now. I did put a small little video out there on my channel, but thanks to the, what do they call it, Avex Inc. Yeah, thanks to you guys, I got a copyright strike on my channel now, and part 19 of the series is not available to the public. Not available at all, actually. I really just want this stupid copyright stuff to go away. It's so dumb, and I don't really want to talk about it anymore. But besides all that, there's a lot of cutscenes in just talking last video. So again, I apologize if that wasn't very if it's not your cup of tea to kind of just sit here and just listen and listen and listen. It wasn't my intention to just sit here and just watch cutscenes the entire time, but there was a lot of story progression. But now we're able to go to Rena, and I always want to keep saying Rena. It's because of freaking Yakuza Kiwami, dude. It's now we can go to Rena, the World of Death, which I'll shortly just go there after I'm done with the subquest, and once I get the campfire conversation with Dolim. I'm honestly probably just going to stick with just getting to the end of the game here, because at this point, the whole thing, the whole copyright thing just really it took everything out of me, dude. And I don't want to be like this, but it's just, the sooner I'm away from this, the better, I guess. So I'm sorry if it's going to be a little bit more concerning to the viewers if I seem a little out of it than I usually am. I do like this game, I do. It's just really tough when the people behind it don't want you to freaking enjoy it and have others enjoy it with you. So whatever. There's a freaking beast that we got to go take off. I got Lol on my party right now, so hopefully his thing pops in so I can do his little master art. So hopefully that pops up. No, not the stupid wolves.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter?
Yeah, wasn't this thing here like at the beginning of the freaking game? Oh God, goodness gracious. Break it down.
Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
All right, he's level 53. Oof.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Wait, what is my team's levels? I forgot. Oh, I haven't seen it since. Oh God, we should be fine. We're gonna be fine. Don't worry. Oh my God, Law. Oh, there you go. God damn, how much more of this? Can this thing not break? Oh, wait. Oh. Got his thing now. Shoot, I can do this now. Hold on. Oh, damn it. Then get it. No. Alright, got halfway. Oh no. Uh-oh. Guys, a lot of fucking health. Plus, we're not strong enough. And Shion is fucking dead. God damn it, law. And Law's fucking dead again. And Shion just died. Because of course. Yeah, I don't know. Before you say in the comments, Dakota, you're not leveled up for this. Well, shut up. That is precisely the case why I'm doing this. Law? And fucking Law's dead again. And Alpha's dead. I just wanted to do Law's thing, dude. Oh my god! I'm losing my fucking mind. It's so late at night. Alphin. Get the fuck off. Or really? Really? Holy hell. What the heck? Here we go. Boom! God, that was an annoying fight. Just because I was underleveled. That was the only reason why it was annoying.
What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some...
Hmm?
Law.
Huh? What's up?
Hmm?
Something up?
It's from my old man.
Oh my god. Of course.
My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Dahnans and Renans, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person,
Oh.
but neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
Oh.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Oh, man.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this.
Oh. Ah, Zephyr. Well, Rinwell's item professor is done. Plus 40 penetration. Alright, let's see if we got can do a thing for Dolly.
Something smells.
Why? Why, Dolim?
Make sure.
From the look of it, I think you guys found the letter. We sure did. Did you guys put it there? No, Zephyr did. As soon as Law ran away. He left it there just in case something ended up happening to him and he wouldn't get to see the Law again. The way him and Law were reunited, he never saw that one coming. Hey, chin up, kid. You still don't know you still don't think we blame you for what happened to him, do you? Look, I won't lie to you. It really hurts losing a man like Zephyr. He was a father to us, all of us, you know? But when you're in the business of fighting the Renans like we are, you're always prepared to lose friends and more along the way. Knowing Zephyr, I'm guessing he didn't write you a very long letter, am I right? You know, when your parents met, your mom was a resistance fighter too. Did you know that?
I guess...
I figured it out. The reason she pulled out of the front lines was because she had you. She would sit behind and protect you while your dad would fight twice as hard for the two of you. That was the deal anyway. There was only one time your old man broke it, and that was when he went to find medicine to cure your mom's illness. Needless to say, he didn't get it to her before she died. That's the only time I know in all these other years when he acted for selfish reasons.
No way.
I had no idea. He never told me about that. But when it goes to show, he never forgot about you or your mom the whole time. He still loved you both deeply.
Damn.
Yeah, and I just took that and threw it all away, I guess. So what's your plan? Now that you know how your father really felt about you. I don't know. I have to think about it. Well, that's for sure. I'm gonna grow up to be a man that both my parents can be proud of.
All right.
Good answer. In that case, I got something else to give you.
This is...
That's the ring Zephyr was holding on to, isn't it? That's my mom's. It's yours, kid. You're ready. Don't waste this life. Just your parents fought so hard to give you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I won't. Thanks, you too. Zephyr's ring? Precious ring to Zephyr he used to keep at all times. Symbol of the familial bonds between Zephyr and Law. Oh, and I got Dawn braces. And freaking Law got Torchbearer. Aw. Carrying on to pave the way forward. Oh, Zephyr's grave.
You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out too.
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here. Right, Law?
His grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Rena would only destroy it the moment they found it.
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped in mass burial sites. Either that or thrown on top of a bonfire. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up as a way of returning them to the motherland.
It's all we could do. That's the ceremony we had when my mom died, too.
But that was back then, right? Calaglia is liberated now. There's nothing to stop you from raising a true grave anymore.
I suppose you've got a point. Once you've been doing something for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root. It's a tradition of its own now.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Cheap and simple, he'd say. Besides, I can't treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up meeting on the other side.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, imagine. The two of them reunited. Back home where they belong. They're probably watching over us right now. At one with great Dahna. There's something almost poetic about it.
That's why I can't afford to screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from coming to box my ears. Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never knowing. You hear that, Dad? I'll make you proud. You'll see.
Aw. Yes, you will. Oh, yes, you freaking will. Okay, we got... I didn't expect this. Mountains out of molehills. What the hell?
Everything okay there, big guy? You look kind of pissed.
I'll say. He looks like he wants to bite the head off something.
What's eating at you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us all down if you keep that ferocious scowl on.
Hmm? Oh, sorry. Do I really look that ticked off?
Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk to. So, what's bothering you?
It's a pebble.
A pebble?
Snuck its way into the back of my boot. Can't seem to get rid of it.
Oh, I totally get you. Weird how much it can get on your nerves, huh?
Yeah. It's barely bigger than a grain of sand. So how come it feels like I'm walking around on hot nails?
You know, maybe this is a crazy solution, but you could just take your boot off and give it a shake.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, of course. You're right.
Yeah.
Phew. It's like I've been given a new lease on life. Thanks for the tip, Shion.
Seemed kind of obvious, but you're welcome. That's the trouble with windy places. All that fine debris ends up getting into your hair and clothes.
Alphen, is it just me, or have you become extra sensitive ever since getting your sense of pain back?
Now that you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him so much, he unsheathed the blazing sword.
What?
So much for sensitive. That's just being a Mr. Cranky Pants.
Nothing new on that front, then.
What's the matter, Alphen? You look a little tense.
It's nothing, really.
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. Hence the building frustration showing plainly on his face.
Would you stop analyzing things for 1 minute?
So apparently, okay, I was wondering about this. I looked it up. Apparently, in game, there's an hour cooldown for each campfire conversation. So, I guess since I had laws not too long ago, that it's going to take an hour of in-game time for it to transpire. So, yeah. I guess in the meantime, I'll go look for these special owls. I'm just looking it up now.
Everyone. Let's greet the dawn.
A laudable sentiment.
Hey, is Dohalim's shirt on backwards?
Suffice it to say, mornings aren't his strong suit.
Okay, so like right here. Oh, bam. Thanks, Dohalim. Yeah. Oh, and there's a chest over here too. Hello, special owl.
Hoo-hoo!
Hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, okay, so I guess instead of getting outfits, the special owls give us artifacts. So we get the vivid spear from this one. Brilliantly colored spear, the purpose of which is unknown. Rolling it causes a vacuum. No nearby object can escape. Let's leave it be. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Hi. Golem, antique collector. Getting all his freaking antiques. Alright.
I sense a strange power from this.
What does that give me? Let's see. It gives me carryover records. Ah, so wait. Allows you to carry over library entries to a new game plus. Ah. I guess that's cool. It'd be a long while if I decide to do a new game plus on this. Vest of Secrets. A vest made by master craftsmen in a far-off land, using only the best materials available. It took countless hours of hard work to realize.
Our strength yet grows.
Wait, is that like the best armor? Well, no. Yes. I don't fucking know. It's better. It's good. Put it on, Law. Alright, the next one is Glanimade Castle. So, gotta go there now. What is this? Global connection. Oh! There's also a sub-quest here. I kind of forgot about it. I'll mark that at least right now. Okay, this owl is on the throne.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Woohoo! Oh! Battle Maiden Shield. Shield of a legendary maiden in the battlefield who saved her people from famine and despair. Though small and plain, it excludes an angelic aura. Oh, why is he sounding like
I sense
oh?
a strange power from this.
So that gives me, what does that give me? Carryover. Okay, is this just like all like carrying over stuff? I get to carry over my equipment, weapons, armor, and accessories. Oh, what the heck? Oh my freaking god. Come on, man. Help me. Help me now. I will give you more food. Yeah, don't listen to this guy. He's pretty. He's loopy. Help me. Well, if it isn't our old foodie friend, this time you're in Calaglia, huh? Alvin, finally. I've been waiting for you to show up. Oh, so you'll talk to him, but not me. Great.
Yes!
Oh, it's because I can tell your palate is no good. What's up, Garudino? Find another recipe? Quite the opposite, actually. I can't find anything here. There aren't any fine delicacies here in Calaglia. Yeah, now that you mention it, I can't think of anything like that either. I want to take something with me, but at this rate, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Sure.
Can't find anything. Why not just fix something yourself instead? Why? There's still stuff to eat in these parts. Just whip out something good when you get what you can find yourself. That's kind of what cooking is all about, isn't it? I would have figured of all people would know that.
I don't believe this.
I don't believe this. Oh, you got guts thinking you can lecture me about food, young lady. But you're absolutely right. Not only am I a fine connoisseur of food, I am also a chef par excellence. Watch and learn as I put all my years of culinary experience to good use to produce the finest dish this land has ever seen. I'm not sure he made anything else by himself.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah? If you're so confident, I'll definitely like to take some home with me.
Great.
Let me help. It concerns Calaglia, so it feels personal to me. Gladly. In that case, could you gather some ingredients for me? Say, some weighted eggs? I have some, but I don't care. Here.
Good.
Actually, we got what you need already.
Nice work.
Nice work. Great, I could get to work. With all these ingredients and all my knowledge and insight, they're sure to turn out exquisitely. I sound like he's trying to scare you. Ah! All done.
This is...
What is this? Some kind of fried bread? Let's give it a taste.
Wow.
Whoa, this is good. You sure put those ingredients to good use. I'll give him credit there, but doesn't the inside still taste a little doughy to you? Yeah. Plus, there's nothing special about just plain old fried bread. Yeah, with my skills, it looks like I have more work to do. Fried bread that's still doughy. Wait, I got it. I'm gonna fry the bread even more. How about these? Were these supposed to be rings?
Yes.
Yeah, I was inspired by these castles' architecture. I call them Glanamade donuts. Okay, I'll try one. Oh, now this is good. I can't get enough of the crispy texture.
Amazing.
Yeah, it tastes great. I'm in heaven. I had no idea you could make it anything like this in Calaglia. I like it. It's got a unique look too. I could work with this.
Nice work.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that my hard work paid off. Hey, what do you think about selling those things? I'll bring a whole bunch back to Sislodia. They'll be a hit. Maybe I should. You know, I found really something after fixing those donuts for you all.
Very nice.
Cooking has the power to make people smile, and I want to spread that sensation far and wide. You got yourself a deal. There's no finer delicacy than the joy in your heart that comes with a good meal. That's what being a gourmand is truly about. I know exactly what you mean. I'll teach you the recipe for these donuts. It's the least I can do to repay you for all your help. Thanks, Garundino.
Yes.
Let me ask you one more thing before you go. How do my donuts actually taste? Exquisite! How do they taste? Well, absolutely exquisite. That, my culinary quest has finally come to an end. My sub-quests are finally over. Hopefully, this will be the last time. Random me donuts recipe. Alright, now I just gotta deliver donuts to Cole and Doc. Alvin, you're back.
Hey.
Yeah, and I brought some food with me. Help yourselves. What is it? Some kind of treat?
Yes.
How to do? Oh, this is fantastic.
Yay!
Yeah, this is so yummy. Where did you get these? A friend of ours has been making them over in Glenamere Castle using ingredients from around here. What? Really? You can make food that's tasty here in Calaglia? Merchant from Sislodia liked them too. I think trade between our realms is going to pick up thanks to these. Yeah, we can sell food that's good anywhere. This is great. It's so cool to know we can make stuff like this here.
Yes.
Yeah. Guess we'll just complain it so much now. I gotta see what other awesome stuff I can make here in Calaglia too. That way I can pay you back for that bread you gave me before, Myth. I can't wait to see what you make. A clerk uniform? And I got Glutton's Code. Was that also another recipe? Oh.
I see you've got your relics all lined up again. What are you doing?
The hell?
They're so bright now.
Oh, it's you two. I was merely tending to my collection.
Don't you think you've polished them enough by now?
You take better care of your relics than you do yourself.
I try to take good care of them. However, no matter how much work I put in, it refused to respond.
I thought you could hear their voices somehow.
I can, but that's all I can do with them. I can't actually engage in conversation with them. Not yet.
What are they saying? Did they really want you to polish them that much?
You're right. I was so enraptured with them, I may have selfishly failed to consider their own wishes. I must open my mind and sincerely engage with them in earnest.
I must make them so shiny.
Relics, does he?
Nope. It is interesting to look at them when they're all lined up together like this, though. Like how these two have similar designs. It makes me wonder if they were made in the same period.
An excellent observation. Yes, I too suspect they're somehow intimately related as well.
I don't see what you two are talking about at all.
Hmm? What's this? Why, that smear wasn't there previously. Could it be responding to my voice at long last?
Finally.
It's rather viscous and has a distinct aroma to it.
Ugh, Hoodle! These relics are no place for you to do your business. I'm serious! These are priceless pieces of history!
Come on, Dohalim. Let's go wash your hands before you catch anything weird.
We avoided getting roasted in that ring. But what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
Okay, so Zephyr's ring is the only thing that it can only be equipped by law. And it has the skill Parental Love. What is that? Increases defense, elemental defense, and resistance by 20%. Oh. That's nice. Probably really help its defense though, honestly. These daggone uniforms, I swear. Look. We're all chefs. Look at that. Okay, Glutton's Code. Cooking Effect 2. Makes it last 20% longer. Alright, cool. Oh. A passing resemblance.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people.
The Renans?
Now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Too bad we don't get to actually see him. Or even that event entirely. It was only just told by Renwell this entire freaking time. We don't get to see it. Stormy weather.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cislodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still,
I'm
looks
freezing
like
my
the mountains
toes right
locals aren't
now.
Quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on. You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
I'm not getting shocked over this. Freaking okay, okay. An endearing owl.
Hoodle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hoodle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hoodle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hoodle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hoodle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hoodle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Okay, see?
Off of me, you insecure fluffball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Hoodle's always attacking Law. If you notice through all these entire skits, it's always Hoodle attacking Law. It's just the funniest thing. Okay, there's a third special owl. Their special owl should be somewhere around here, I think. Oh, right here. Look at that one. Hey. Hey. Who? A broken machine gun. Used to repel hordes of demon-like creatures, this firearm has taken great damage. Taking aim with it makes one want to yell, "It's gonna rain lead!"
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Don't you hear it, Kasara? It's just going. Carry over money and items. Okay. Pretty much it's just carrying over stuff. I mean, it's nice to have. In case you want to do a new game plus. God damn it. A wise dolt.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Dahnan uprising in Calaglia, the Crown Contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design.
It's almost that someone designed a game and we all just came down this path.
It's on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
I'm not a dolt! Okay, the real Dohalim.
Hey, Kisara. What's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
Yeah, he can't fake this. Ah. Okay, next freaking special Al is in the guard room. Somewhere. Right here.
I think Hoodle senses
Who?
something.
Ancient excavator. An artifact thought to have been used in subterranean excavation. Touching it fills one with the extreme urge to dig. Ooh.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Oh. Something's going on in the forest. Well, maybe they'll give me more outfits for that. But I don't know. Carry over your levels? Holy smokes. Carry over the party's individual levels and stats. Damn. Next one is at the Lord's Chamber in Delpharis Castle.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Right here on the throne. The broken ice throne. Ooh. A trident, a golden trident. As Willard has said, traveled with a legendary battle maiden. Aquaman?
Wonderful treasure this is.
Carry over your skills. Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay, the show it says beyond. If I done the Beyond the Grave, please tell me I did that. Okay, looks like the last owl is at a place where I gotta talk to Mahavar to go to an uninhabited island, and then I gotta defeat a boss that's level 59. And I don't think I can do that right now. I don't think I could do that right now. Let's just go to the Owl Forest. Tunica Rene. Okay. A traditional Orthodox Renan outfit, though humble and unassuming. Its old-fashioned design has fans even contemplating times. Okay, another one. Okay. Wait. Is that supposed to be for everyone else? Oh! It's the actual Renan look. The Renan outfit. Seriously though? Ah, come on, game. Really? Of course you would. Yeah, it's only for those three. Damn, man, it's not even... It's not... I'll be honest, that's probably like the one of the worst of the outfits. If not the worst. Alright, now I'm going to at least try to get as far as I can here. I might just beat the game, honestly, just to get it over with. Oh, crap. Retirement plans.
I wonder what Hilganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Oh shoot, I forgot. I haven't gotten freaking Dolim's thing. I'm gonna at least get that first before anything. Even if I have to wait, I will.
That was quite the little adventure.
Who wants to bet it's sunny tomorrow?
And where exactly do you think the money for this bet is going to come from?
Tengald says it rains.
Dohalim!
Okay, I can do this. Okay. Dolim.
Care if I hang out for a while?
Am I on your last one? I don't remember.
Would you perchance be interested in going on a walk together?
Why? You're not on guard duty for another few hours.
Which is why I want to walk. To hear the music in these parts.
Music? Where are you going to find musicians all the way out here?
There's more to music than what people play. It's in the grass, fluttering in the wind, the leaves in the trees, and the songs of birds and insects. Once you open your ears, you'll find that music is truly everywhere in this world.
What sounds like music depends on who's listening, huh? It's an interesting idea, but I think it might be a little too difficult for me. Speaking of music, whatever happened to your instruments? You used to be a musician, didn't you?
Those are well out of my reach at this point.
Yeah, where's your damn violin?
I don't feel that I yet have the right to play any of them again. You could say that it is in part my way of atoning for that which I have failed to do over the years.
Meaning that you haven't completely given up on making things right.
Do you think me a fool stuck in the past?
Not at all. In fact, far from it. You sound like you're still holding out hope for a brighter future. Picture yourself being able to play your music again. Doesn't that motivate you to keep going even when things get tough?
I see what you mean. I didn't realize that drive still lingered within me. The darkness in one's heart is sure to manifest in their music. However, I promise you that one day, when that darkness has finally lifted, I shall let you hear me perform.
Well, now that you've said it, you're gonna have to follow through. I look forward to hearing you play.
That's not the end, though. It's not the end.
Here, let me help you relax and rest easy with a little melody.
Okay, and then it says I have to wait an hour
We should get going.
of in-game time. God damn it. Okay, I guess I'll just sit here for a while. Alright, after a long time of waiting, we got Dolim's thing again.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You want some?
Well, I'll be. I'm not accustomed to such offers, but I'll gladly partake. It's quiet tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think there are even any Zoogles lurking around for once. Is this one of those times where people would start playing music?
My, have our talks sparked an interest in such arts?
I wouldn't go that far. But from what I've seen, there's a lot more to life than just swinging swords and getting into fights all the time.
You wouldn't have gone without that knowledge for so long, had we Renans not pillaged your planet. Words cannot express how sorry I feel.
300 years of bad blood is too much to lay on one person's feet. That's something a man I admired once said.
I appreciate the sentiment. I pray that once all of this fighting is over, you'll be able to finally find a purpose for yourself, other than simply fighting.
You know, it's strange. I haven't given much thought about what I'm actually going to do with my life once our quest is all over. The only thing I've ever been good at in life is swinging my sword around and hitting things.
Then perhaps it's time for you to begin to contemplate what else you wish to do in life.
Aside from fighting... I guess you've got things like your music and antique collecting to look forward to after all.
What was that? I didn't hear you correctly.
You have other interests as well. From what I can tell, you seem to be rather interested in weaponry and Renan machinery, yes?
I'm only interested in weapons when it comes to how easy they are to use. And as for technology, I don't know a damn thing about it.
If you have the interest, you can always learn. Being able to understand and create technology that supports and improves lives is always valuable.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for studying. You're right, there's stuff I wouldn't mind knowing more about, but...
That was merely a hypothetical example. My point is that sometimes you can find the answer in the things that you like and already do.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, I know. If we're talking about things I like, what if I tried opening a spicy food restaurant?
Not bad. Although your customer base may be limited.
I feel bad making you my life coach when I originally just wanted to drink together.
Think nothing of it. It is the least I owe you. My life wouldn't be what it is today had you and your friends not come to Vicente. In fact, I think I may owe you all more than I could ever hope to... Alphen?
He passed out drunk. Aw. Stole him drinking, buddy. What fucking happened to the screen? What? I got KO prevention. Where the hell was that? Huh? Oh, it's right over here. Alright. Yay! That's everybody's. Drink to a drop. For the strong bond with Doyle and becoming drinking buddies with a one-time lord. Aw. And Wall Smasher. For strong bonds with all the party members. As a testament to all the many hours spent together. It's been a long time there.
Relaxing at night, beneath the stars pure and bright. A heavenly sight.
Alright. Apocal Severance.
Shall we get moving?
Alright, you know what that means. I have to put you in my party, Dolim. At least, until I seen your master art. I still gotta get your damn thing, Law. I know. I'm trying, okay? I'm doing my best here. You're not doing enough. Well, those were all pretty nice, like, little touching moments there. Well, I get to learn about all the characters and such, and actually grow close to them. Literally. I mean, that's what they say. You get closer to them, so you just learn more about them, and, you know, they become real close, you know? I mean, I really like Dolim. Dolim is... He's like one of those characters that I really didn't think that I would actually like when when you first see like the character, you're like, not sure I'm gonna like this guy, but you know, after all this time, I think Dolim might be my personal favorite of the bunch here. I'm curious to see what you guys rank these characters at, because I want to think that everyone's different. But Dolim is top tier. So is Law. Law and Dolim are like my absolute favorites here. Not to say everyone else is like bad. It's just those two really. I don't know. I really enjoy them both. It's a big contrast to everybody. Everyone else is different. So I'm really curious to see what you guys think about the characters. Go ahead and leave them below. What would you rate the characters? All right, it's time to go back to Rena.
Oh,
Not Rena. Rena.
don't you think we're running?
All right, so this gives me more combat points. All right. Damn. 24 guided minutes. All right. Finally, we can actually start progressing here. On to Rena.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Like a lot of technology looking things. Oh. The red women.
Helganquil.
Guess they don't need their red woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
Wait.
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
Take him down.
I knew there was something off here.
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Breaking the level 53. Oh, lost at his thing now. Hold on. Here we go. Ah! Woo!
Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Woo! Freaking like red hawk looking thing.
Hey, when did I get so popular? Regenerate! I'll smash you! Don't suffer in silence.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold the frick on. Alright.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Magic is
Eternal devastation!
Feel.
Raining slash!
Okay, you all tucked away.
Take it!
Sleep now.
Try harder! It exploded?
What the
Don't get
crap?
caught in the blast.
I'll take you all on. Ha!
Ender of heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Alright. Okay. They're okay.
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done.
Yeah, damn
I
it.
hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
Oof. I'll kill them all.
We're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
Oh goddamn, what is that? Again, Quill Legacy.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
Oh. Elgin.
We haven't seen anyone
Trying
here
to get this
except
out quick so I
Helganquil.
can keep my thing.
Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena, What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances.
Well,
Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
yes.
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
That's a big Zoogle.
God damn it. Onward to the center.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Dahna, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there,
Can I just
right?
jump down?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Did you say I was unavailable? I'm probably not able to do that. Well, I'm not doing it then.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
I got another damn skit. Free will!
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Shion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
What the heck?
Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action.
Okay, just out of nowhere.
I like to hear.
There are more. More just popped up.
Don't tip your hand, though.
Hey, look, more keeps popping up.
Their hearts were interrupted.
Dude, they keep coming. Dude, they keep coming. Dude. Is there an end to this?
Your astrolars are truly incredible. Every little keep calm and take them down.
Holy crap, bro. They keep coming. Is there gonna be an end to this? There we go.
Here's a healing arc. In here. First aid. This'll come in handy.
Oh, damn it. Why?
I just let my instincts here. I hope that was improving.
No, I mean you're even better.
Well, of course, light would be the weakness.
Back into the fray.
Okay, there we go. Finally.
I need to be stronger.
Oh,
In such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, and if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jump down.
right.
instead.
You sound alarmingly serious when you say that.
I tried jumping down there. They wouldn't let me. What's in here? A bunch of goddamn enemies. That's what it is. Huge enemies too.
A newborn future.
Here we go. Come on. Ba, 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 ba. There's a whole thing of freaking dark energy, dude. Okay, time to stop playing as him. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Boom. Took him down.
I need to be stronger.
Okay. Canine vest. Worn by a legendary dog renowned for its dagger skills.
Hey, new equipment.
Is it better though? It is. Oh, well. Screw your vest secrets then. Whoop. Oh. God. Like all these Zoogles that we fought. Now we got a Mantis.
This one will be difficult to predict.
I'm just spamming this move now. Alpha can get his over limit pretty easy now. And the fact that like his over limit takes so long to expire just makes doing that move so much easier to do. Boom! Blow up the pit of flames. See, like, look at this. I got another extension. So the over limit just goes even longer. Like, dude. Alright, law. Armor breaker's done. 40 penetration. Jeez, criminy. Is there gonna be a spot where, like, I can rest up? Or even craft? Or do I have to leave the entire place? I feel like I have to leave.
Striving. You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
Oh my god, no! No! The heck, dude? Chrome Gazer. Oh, blah, 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 blah. God damn it, not this type of freaking enemy! Oh, I love it when it does no damage. because they want you to do this instead. Burn.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way.
Holy Cloak. A cloak blessed with divine protection, believed to ward off evil energy and invite happiness and good luck to the wearer.
Like some solid equipment.
Well, there you go, Runewell. Very nice armor. I feel like I should be getting that freaking mysterious fragment by now. Dude, it like goes down forever. Like, what is that? Okay.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Oh, crap. Not the dog.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Okay. Made it to the last door. Ah, goddamn, there's more.
As impressive as
Boom.
I hope that was improving.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Oh, wait. What's this? Pixie crystal. This might be it. Or the... What was it? Is it this for like the fairy ring? It's called something else, but this might be it. Okay, where's this gonna lead me now? There was like 3 teleports at the beginning, so maybe this will lead me toward another teleporter or something. It's showing a full map of Rena with your current location. Looks like you're far below the surface. Huh. We're diving deep down into mementos. Ah, frick me. There's a giant mantis. God bless it. What's this way? Oh my god, dude. There's so much in this freaking... Lucky bangle.
Wow, you've got to be lucky to find this stuff.
You gotta be lucky to find this stuff. It's the level 1.
Indeed.
Oh, there we go.
In an instant.
Impact cross. Trying to keep my eye out for more ore.
Enemy. It's shining.
Oh, or hell again, Quill.
I've got a ring.
Ring is paying off.
Damn, 49 now.
looks strong.
So much
Bet it'll be
experience
worth our
though.
while to fight it.
Probably should have put like the experience boost thing on. Some sort of that, food for that. Because you're gonna get a lot of goddamn experience here. Okay, Shion. Healer's done, plus 30 elemental attack. Holy crap. Blizzard Bloom? Oh, nice, whoever got that. I couldn't see you. Oh, shooting star. Oh, nice. See that? I did that exactly the same time that freaking Shion healed. Uh oh. Thank you. Oh, Dragon Blood. Did I need this for something? I forget whether or not one of the weapons needed Dragon Blood. I feel like the Dragon Blood came in somewhere. Bro. They just keep putting the giant enemies in the way. Is there ever going to be a goddamn end to this? Rare plate, a one-of-a-kind masterpiece made by a master craftsman.
This might be some.
Okay, I put that on. Meteor storm?
I can feel my precision improving.
So now we're getting up to level 50. Like, that was pretty damn quick. A platinum chunk, holy fuck. That's definitely gonna sell well. Another goddamn mantis! Oh, here it is, the mysterious fragment. That's how you make the freaking mystic crest. Oh my god.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Goodness. There's just so many goddamn enemies.
No ordinary enemy I see over there.
Lord. There's just never an end. Dude, these fights are taking forever because of this. Because of just the big enemies. Elemental cape. Rare cape containing earth, water, fire, and wind.
Looks like some solid
There you go, Dolly. Boom.
equipment.
Oh my god, am I at an ending to something? Holy crap. They let me heal. There must be something here. Must be. Am I at the final boss?
What do you think this place was for?
I wouldn't think so. Oh my god.
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No, they appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
What?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Dahnans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedure somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Dahnan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
What the crap?
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
Dude. What the crap? Oh. Whoa. What? Dude, look at this guy.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want
He's got like different masks. That's actually a pretty cool design, actually. Yo, you look pretty cool. Can I take you down?
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourselves. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. Thunder! Look sharp! Thunderfang!
Oh.
It's go time! I can carve through armor. Burning!
Keep up the pressure! Blinding Falcon! Wind!
What the crap?
We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Woo. Now I can take down the head. Bum 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 bum. Ah. Watch out. Oh. Thank you, Shion. Woo! Come on. Come on. Need this thing to go back down. Blah 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 magic. Here we go. Bam! Oh, lacerating tempest. Watch out! Uh-oh. I know when it does this, I can't stop it. So, what the heck is happening to its face? Or faces? You go to spinning face. I'm just trying to stay back. He's stomping. Stop it. Stop the stomping. What in the world? Are you done yet? Are you done? Can he be done? Watch out. I'm going back. Watch out. Woo. Come on. Get out of your darn mood. Okay. He's out of his little blue mood. Come on. Armor won't save you. Hold on. I'm gonna meet him up here. Aw. They're like, what the heck? You can't do that right now. Almost there. No. Please. Stop. Dude, he's almost there. Come on. Right now. Impact Cross. Die. Die, you stupid Arcana monster. I really like that.
The hell was that thing?
Just the look of that guy.
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners?
Oh.
They forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalum's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
Okay, Rena's biology.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting. But I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zoogles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
Alright, Alphen. Enlightening Bond is done, plus 40 elemental defense. Okay, so there's still more. Just got to keep freaking going, I guess.